Ladies and gentlemen, and most distinguished guests, Dhanu Rajwari of Plateau Toastmasters, Mauritius, welcomes you all to this workshop, The Power of the Pause. You must be wondering what all this is about. Power and pause? Let's move on to see how a small moment of silence can be so powerful. Can anyone from the audience volunteer for reading out something? Very simple. Come. We have one sentence here and one sentence on the other side. Just read it as is.
Let's eat kids. Let's eat kids.
Okay. What about this one? Read this one. Look, let me just finish with this. Okay. So, two sentences, same words, but the difference. There's a world of difference when we read it. The first sentence, let's eat kids. It sounds more like a cannibal party. The second one, let's eat kids. There's a comma, there's a pause. It's an invitation to children to come and eat. You see the difference? Now we take the second sentence. Can you read that?
Once upon a time, in a far away place, lived the woman. They know when to stop talking.
Okay. Now, let's read it again.
Once upon a time, in a far away place, lived a woman who did not know when to stop talking.
Okay. So you'll get the difference between the two sentences. It's just the comma, the small bit of silence, the pause that makes all the difference. Thank you so much. The first time we read this sentence, it seemed like a monologue. We couldn't even read it properly. Now the second time it was read with pauses, easier read, easier understood. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, your success in connecting with your audience largely depends on pauses. Your success in connecting with the audience largely depends on that tiny moment of silence. The pause. The pause is the key to any communication. Social, business, political, you name it. The pause signals that you are not in a race to finish your speech. Rather, you are getting engaged in a conversation with your audience when the information occasionally needs time to sink in. Mostly, people don't pause enough. Their minds are so consumed with the content they are to deliver. We all know that. We are all familiar with that. You're up here, the limelight is on you, all eyes on you. You want to just finish and get over with it and get back to the comfort zone of your seat. But it should not be like that. The audience hearing a person who is just rushing through their speeches. How do you feel? Comfortable? Not at all. Now, if you are not feeling comfortable listening, you are feeling breathless just by listening, imagine the speaker, what his state of mind must be like. So, we talk about now the benefits of pausing. Let me explain it a little bit more. First and foremost, pausing gives the audience time to digest information that you have taken so much time and effort to prepare. You need to emphasize a point. It is a pause that comes to your rescue again. Stop a moment. Make that much needed eye contact with your audience. Bang on, your message is well received. A pause calms the mind. reduces the nerves. These small blocks of silence give you an opportunity to breathe during your presentation, to take notes, to collect your thoughts, and move forward with confidence. A great substitute for ums, ahs, the filler words is again the mighty pause. The pause allows the audience to involve themselves in your speech. It invites them to become a part of your conversation, turning something that is basically inherently a one-way traffic into a two-way communication. The question now arises, how do you employ this moment of silence for maximum effect? How to master the pause? The first requirement for this would be to be prepared. If you are prepared, you can do things so much better. Great speakers prepare differently. To be an effective speaker, you have to feel prepared. Today, I am not totally prepared with this speech, but I feel prepared. That's why I've got my notes in front of me. Usually, I don't have them. They do the important work of planning, which makes their every speech, presentation, monologue just flow. When you know how to structure your speech, you are able to eliminate the uncertainty that can otherwise lead to anxiety, causing you to rush, to stumble through a speech, thereby eliminating the opportunity to prove your point with a well-placed pause. Ignore that voice in your head saying, hurry up. Do you hear it often when you're doing a presentation? Hurry up. Ignore it. It is on high alert at that time for all the awkward pauses that come. Before your last point has had a chance to settle in, you're already rushing through your next. You've not paused. You've not given time for your last point to settle in. So, let that voice in the head slip away into space. As you pause to catch your breath, gather your thoughts and wow your audience. I am not suggesting that you should pause at the end of every sentence. No. Pause when you have to give effect to a point. Pause at the end. Let people think in this moment of silence. You can check the reaction of the audience. Are they listening to you? Are they still connected to you? Prepare for your next point in that tiny moment of silence. A strategic pause, well placed, is worth 1,000 words. It seems so simple. It seems simple to pause. But yet, we so often forget that a pause in the flow of a dialogue can have profound meaning and significant results. Worse still, by not pausing, we risk sounding nervous, inarticulate, and unprepared, which for a Toastmaster is a no, no, no. The power and drama of your speech is contained in the silences you create as you move from point to point. This is an art. It needs to be cultivated, and that can be cultivated only with practice, and more practice. Do you think slowing down is synonymous with pausing? Anyone? No. I would say no. Use meaningful pauses to signpost to the audience important points. The most precious things in a speech are pauses. A pause will fill the void. Capture the attention of the audience. The pause will punctuate, illuminate, and build up the tension in your speech. A pause is most effective where the mind goes blank. You don't know what to move, you've lost your way, you don't know what to do. Pause. The audience does not know that you have lost your way. You just pause a moment. Make eye contact. Resist the time pressure. Gather your thoughts together, flash your beautiful smile, and move on with confidence. Always remember, a pause seems longer to the speaker than to the audience. Our attentiveness, you can think about a pause like a coffee break. Coffee stimulates our attentiveness, right? Allows us to catch our breath in between work periods. Get comfortable with the silence in your presentations. Discover the power of the pause. You will be surprised how much it boosts your credibility and your presence. It is one of the most simple yet dramatic tools you all have available to you. Use them judiciously. I would like to add here, before I leave the floor, the mighty pause, apart from your speeches and presentations, has the same value, maybe more so, in our journey of life. A well-timed pause dissipates anger, rejuvenates the soul. I could go on with so many more benefits, but I think the timer is putting up the cards. So I'll leave the floor. If there are any questions, anything you would like to know more, I'm here, you can ask. Yes?
This is a bit off topic. My parents are going to Mauritius tomorrow.
Okay. That's good.
Okay, so what would be the best place to visit?
Offline. Sort of offline. 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 Relevant.